Hi, I'm Lou with another episode of My Car Story, and today we're out in Carlisle, Pennsylvania at the Ford Nationals. And with that, I met Ken. Ken, what's your last name?
Bennett.
Ken Bennett. And Ken has a great car that we don't see these stock.
No.
And what do you have here today?
I have a 1965 Mercury Cyclone.
Are you enjoying the time out here?
Oh yes, sir.
This is
not raining. So it's good.
It's good. Let me just take this and let me ask you a couple of questions.
Sure.
First of all, 1965 Ford Comet Cyclone. Do you see these at all?
No. They only made 13,347.
How many do you think still exist?
True ones, there's probably less than 50.
Less than 50. Let's take a look at less than 50. So with less than 50, come on with me, Ken. And here we've got the back of that. That's what caught my attention. Wow. I mean, your car is literally going right back. I mean, look at even the exhaust. I mean, you're going right back to 1965. How long did it take you on the restoration for your Cyclone?
About 4 years.
Is this the, can you open that?
Sure.
And then this opens this way?
Yep, that's the gas tank.
So let's take a look at our 1965 Comet Cyclone. Great advertisements. Can we take that out for a second?
Sure.
I just want to flip through. I'm going to have you flip through a few pages. And this one has the what size engine in it?
This is a premium 289 225 horse. Now you see the disclaimer there. If you have a high performance 289,
Yeah.
I think there's only 4 months warranty on it.
Tell me what this is.
That's Firebird fuel. In '64, when they ran the Daytona with 100,000 miles with the Comets, they used Firebird fuel, and that's the highest rated octane that I know of, which was 102 in '64.
Comet blisters the competition. That is great.
They did a lot of endurance runs in '65 and '64. They went through Africa and.
Let's start at the back and kind of flip it backwards. We'll do opposite.
Okay.
I'm going to be very careful with this.
Yeah, sure, no problem.
So here we have
All the models offered.
the models. And here's yours, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Did they make a Cyclone convertible?
No.
Okay.
Only hardtop fastback.
Only hardtop fastbacks. The Comet powertrains. Where did you even find this brochure that I'm paging through?
I think that one was on eBay, but back in the day, in the early '80s, we used to go to swap meets.
Now, does your car have any missing options? It looks highly optioned.
It has 8 options to it.
8 options. What are those 8 options?
Reverse lights, 2-speed wipers, washers.
Stay with me. Reverse lights were. So those were an option.
Yep.
Okay. Good to know.
The handling package, which made heavier springs in the front and leafs in the back. The washers,
And you've got buckets in yours.
yes, all
So you're-
Cyclones come with bucket seats.
All Cyclones
Now
are buckets.
That's a Calente seat. The Cyclone seat is ribbed,
Okay.
where these are fancier seats than a Calente. You have wood grain in a Calente.
Got it. And there's the Calente and the Cyclone.
It has full-way flashers, which is an option.
Really?
You have to have the right or left turn signal on and have a little toggle switch under the dash to put them on.
So most of the safety features are the pieces there.
Yeah, Ford was very safety-minded. They were aware of the steering wheels killing people and also the seat belts. This offers seat belts in the front, not in the back.
Wow. I see the Caliente here. Here we go.
Calente was offered in a 4-door, a 2-door hardtop, and a station wagon, or a convertible. And you notice the
100,000 mile durability.
Yep.
Yeah. Go ahead. You're gonna say it. You notice?
There's no antennas on your brochures on all your stuff.
Where are they at?
They're not on here because they don't put them on until they come to the dealer, because they didn't want the aerials to break. So the artist never put an aerial on your literatures.
I'm just curious. How did you know that?
talked to a guy that worked for Mercury for 19 years.
And let me show your shirt. All right, okay. Your car's a mind blower. Let's shut the trunk, please. Let me get an overall shot of the side of your car. Wow. Now tell me, first of all, we're on an angle. We're on a little bit of an angle, but it looks properly raked right now. So is it normally sit a little higher?
It sits a little higher for the handling package on it. It had a beefier spring. Comets were known for sitting down in the tail, but with the heavier suspension on the Cyclone, the order, then it set up.
So when you actually put it on a level ground, this angle here kind of pushes up.
Yes.
So it gives it this wedge look. And look at even the detail in these pieces on the trunk.
They were left over from when you used to put luggies on the trunk.
Okay. And obviously it's a hard top. Does this go this way?
Yep.
Okay. And then let's take a look at the interior, shall we? Let me just get that tag right there. Okay, let me see the door. Oh, that's a wonderful door, right? Talk about
three
a deal.
tones,
Yeah.
black, white, and red.
It looks so good, right? I mean, the red and black combination here are just striking.
Ford calls that super white, but it's a dull, almost a green tint white interior.
And you drive this to car shows.
We put about 2,300 miles a year on it.
Before I forget, I'm going to take a look at the wheels on the other side. Does this just pull up?
Yep.
Look at the hood liner.
And it's got a cardboard headliner, which they only put in for a month.
Cardboard.
Cardboard.
Oh my gosh. We will not be touching that. How long was the restoration?
4 years.
4 years. What were some of the toughest parts to find?
The rocker trim.
Wow. Where did you find that?
Found it out in Tennessee. And I had found 5 pieces and had to have them buffed out, and if they didn't look right after they were buffed out, we had to start over again.
And this piece here, intermittent wipers at this time frame.
It's electric wipers, but they retard them with vacuum, so they slow down.
This is for pulling it back for reverse.
That's opposite the Mustangs. It's like a Tiger Sunbeam. It goes forward when the Mustangs go back to go to reverse.
Okay. And this tack was part of the Comet Cyclone?
Part of the Cyclone package, yes.
So that's a factory tack. That looks like that was impossible to find.
Yeah, they're pretty hard to find.
The starting instructions.
There was 3 tacks available. You could get a Rotunda, which was bigger, and it was chrome, and then you could get a rally pack, which had 3 tack, a vacuum, a clock, and a tack on the same spot on the dash.
What's the reaction when people are looking at your car?
They're amazed that they don't see the original or the all in stock condition.
How does that make you feel?
Great. I'm the only one there.
Let's take a look under the hood, shall we? I want to show this details. I apologize. Let's put the hood down just so I can get a shot of the front first. While you're doing that, we got this piece here. Let's take a look at that. Would you mind shutting that door for just a second? I want to give it kind of that smooth look. Thank you. What was the first year? What was the first year for the Cyclone?
64.
64.
And a half, they call it.
Difference in the dash or difference?
Grill, yeah. They
grill?
called the 64s baby Lincolns.
Baby
They
Lincoln.
had the same grill as a Lincoln did.
I got it. They actually almost shortened the Lincoln. I remember that. Can we open the hood now?
And the reason it's blacked out around, it makes it look like the grill's floating in. The center part of the grill's floating in there.
This car is a brand new 65 Cyclone for all intents and purposes. Just amazing. Do you see other Cyclones that are 65s at all?
I do. Most of them have a high performance 289 air cleaner on it. The wrong paint. They usually paint the motors blue when they're supposed to be black.
How did you know all the details of that?
It's word of mouth. I mean, there's not a lot of literature out on the Comets at all. You gotta talk to the original guys that worked at the Mercury plants and stuff like that to find the information.
Brilliant. Now, what did you I want to show this for a second? Tell me what we have here.
It's just I put it in there so that people know that the chrome on the valve covers and the air cleaner and stuff is original to the car. And most people that see the Super Cyclone think it's a high performance 289, but it's not. It's a premium 289. You could get a high performance in it.
A-code. Put that right there. All right, so let's take a look at these. Share with me this, because this was fascinating to me.
It's what Cyclone offered for wheel covers. It was the selling point of the wheel cover was you could remove the tire without removing the wheel cover because the lugs go through to the steel wheel. So they are real steel chrome lugs that go to the steel wheel.
So as you take a deeper look, you can see the room around. This is a hubcap.
Right.
And you can see the room around, so you can actually just take the lugs off. Yep. And it's giving it that look.
And then they black out the slots to make it look like it has the old.
So it's got depth, right. I like the little V8 badge right there. And those little 3 chrome pieces there. I want to show this.
I just wondered if there were 4 keys or 50.
And one other piece before I forget as I come back in here, I just want to get along with that centerpiece. It goes through the back.
Got the original mats in it that have this 9-digit number on them. Say Comet in them.
Wow. Perfect. That's okay. Just amazing.
I can give you a light shot if you'd like to turn the lights on.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, let me connect the battery.
Yeah, well, we're going to need to connect the battery because the one thing I haven't done yet is we want to hear it start.
There, you can look at the lights and the light package in there. They're underneath the dash and in the glove box. The cigarette ashtray has a light in it.
And the cigarette ashtray has a light.
Yep.
Very nice. Very nice. Ken, let's fire it up, shall we? Let's hear it idle, and then we'll give it a little rev. Listen to it idle for a second. right, Ken. We'll shut that down. Ken, what an amazing car you have.
Thank you.
If people like what they see, subscribe to the channel, click the bell, they can see all the cars on the channel. Ken, what a treat. Thanks so much, first of all.
Coming and looking at it.
You're welcome. Thanks so much for your labor of love to put this car all the way back to what it's like. Thanks for being on My Car Story.
Thank you very much.